Hey there, guys. How are things? How are things? Hope all's well with you guys. It's been a long while, hasn't it? Just heading home. Yeah, I haven't posted much except for my animals. You know, that lion a couple weeks ago right in my front yard. That was kind of cool. If you haven't seen that, check it out. I think it's in the short. Yeah, mountain lion. I'm just heading home. I figured, maybe I'll click on and check in with everybody. So yeah, how y'all holding up, man? Bizarre times. Been really focusing. I had to sober up, so I've been sober a little over a year now. Have to take, I don't have to, but I do. I take the pharmaceuticals, the psychiatric meds, man. I'm struggling, it's hard. It's hard, man. I got to keep functioning. I got to get out of bed and work and just got to do what I got to do, But things are moving so fast. Things are moving so fast, and it's so bizarre, man. It is so bizarre. So all these channels that got pulled are now getting put back up, right? Who knows what's behind it, I truly believe AI is pretty much running all this now, and most likely has for a while, right? Most likely has for a while. You see that new Google AI where, boy, they'll show videos. You can make a video. Of, boy, somebody talking, whoever, and then you could be having them say whatever you want them to say, and checks out, looks legit, You could put a video of me talking, crazy stuff. Well, I always talk crazy stuff. I don't trip about it. Oh, well. So if somebody does that, they do it. But yeah, so you got to figure if they're giving us this technology now, they've had it 20 years, right? They've had it 20 years, so who knows all the stuff we've been seeing, all the Sandy, what shooting. Who knows if those were even real people, right? It's just so bizarre, guys. Jesus told us, trust no man. Trust no man. It's so I've been going to AA, and I know a lot of people feel it's the wrong thing to do. It's what I had to do. It's what I had to do, and I still do. I love the people there, man. I get. I think the best thing I could do is kind of like what Paul said, man. If I'm, to the Jews, I became a Jew, right? But he's a Christian, so he showed what a Christian lives like. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if that's making any sense, man, but so I guess the best thing is if I'm going to AA, people have to. So if you're not familiar with AA, it's called higher power. You can pick whatever you want. There are people there who are lean towards Hindu and nature, all different kinds of things, but I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying they do stay sober, and and I get the flip side of that is like Course in Miracles. You know, people benefit from the Course in Miracles, and we know that was from demons, right? I reckon the 8 Big Book was too. Bill channeled that book, automatic writing. I'm guessing. I don't know. Sure seems like it. I mean, he was into all. Am I even recording? Yeah, I'm recording. He was into all those seances and Ouija boards, and, you know. So, but again, man, I had to do what I had to do, guys. I couldn't stay sober. And again, I love these people. I'm not a good example of a believer, but that's what I profess, and I do my best. I'm going to put you guys on pause here for a minute. I'm going through the gate. Just getting back to work. 1 second. Okay. Back on. Just making my rounds through the campground. So yeah, been doing that. Things are moving so quick. Sure looks like electronic currencies right around the corner, you know, and all that stuff. Sure looks like they want to wrap things up here pretty quick, and you know, we know the Agenda 2030. So they sure gained a lot of ground during the COVID, right? We can pull another one of those. Who knows, man? Who knows? So I guess all we can do is just keep going. It sucks going at it alone. I mean, I've got nobody in my life still that, you know. My boys are coming up. One of them, I'm praying both of them, but mid-July, stay the weekend with me, and hopefully I can talk to them. So what I've been doing, I've been praying and seeing the Lord will, because I'm just not gifted at YouTube, you know. If He'd help me put together, because I've got all this information. I mean, I do all the readings of, you know, all these new age of theosophists. I mean, it's all theosophists, man. They're Luciferian Kabbalists, right? That's the UN is the spiritual arm of the UN is theosophy. Luciferian Kabbalists, Gnostics, you know. That's bottom line. You know, their symbols, their everything. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. So I, you know, some way, not just you know, my boys, my nephews and nieces and my family, but anybody's. I mean, all of us on the fence of what's the truth, and you know, is Jesus Christ really Lord? Is He? I mean, is He really God? You know, all that. Trying to, it's hard for me to get all that out. So maybe if I write it out and then, you know, go from there, and then show the writings, right? Show the writings of what they say. So 2025, this is the every 100 years, the 25th. It's their annual or not annual, whatever it is, conclave every 100 years. It falls on the 25th. That's where the what they call the Ascended Masters, Great White Brotherhood, we call fallen angels and Satan, have their big meeting and discuss the plan, as they call it, the state of the world and what direction the world leaders should take, right? So big deal to them. Apparently the last one was 1925 and then 1825. If they're speaking the truth, we don't know. We don't know. But we do know these people are getting direction from other worlds. It's a spirit world, and that we do know. So if I can get all that put together, and probably have to be like a 20 part. And I'm no good at it, guys. But what else do you do? I mean, here we are, man. We're in the last days and coming down to the wire, and I think it's just time to really try to get as many people as we can to see, and pick the side, right? Pick the side. So I'm home. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are experiencing them, but the spiritual attacks, my Lord, off the hook, huh? things are getting there, man. Well, what did Paul say? He said, or was it Peter? Well, don't think of it strange if weird things are happening to you. All your brothers and sisters are experiencing it. I reckon we all are, so ain't nothing but a thing. But yeah, they do wear on you. So I don't know, man. I've checked out churches, and man, churches, the ones I've checked out, they're oblivious, and they want to stay oblivious. I mean, if you try to bring up anything that we discuss and we know, they don't want to hear it. They want to stay blinded to it, as most people I find. I have an AA sponsor, and good guy, and I consider him a friend, and I'd say he does his best, but him and I, there's things we don't agree on. I don't even bring it up. And he asked me the other night, I said, dude, I see the world and things so much different than you, so it's kind of hard for me to discuss it, And he said, well, I'd really like to hear all that stuff. So, well, I sit down and tell him, I did tell him over the phone. I said, man, I believe I don't understand it all, and I can't say I agree with it all, but I believe we're in it's a biblical world, man, and we do have an enemy, and Jesus Christ is our God, and our Creator, and all that's correct. We are in the end days, so, just trying to keep afloat in this world, too, So we'll see, man. Things are moving quick. I thought I'd do a check-in with y'all, see how people are doing, man. See if, any of y'all are watching this, let me know how you're doing, and let me know what you think about that. Maybe just do like a 20-part, I have to pray on it again. I'd have to write it down, and maybe take clips from other videos, and then writings from obviously Alice Bailey and Barbara Marx Hubbard, and all those folks, Ledbetter. Boy, there's just so many of them, huh? And because they spell it right out for us, They spell it right out for us, and it's right out in the open. And I reckon they know most people will just kind of dismiss it, because to really chew on it and digest what's happening means you have to let this world go, and people aren't willing to do that. And I'm finding I even struggle with it, I struggle with it. I wanna go into little dreamland mode. And I do, I do. But it's important to stay focused. So I'm going to try to do that. Let me know what you think, if there's any suggestions. And as far as finding a local community of fellow like-minded believers, and there's definitely a thing, like-minded believers, because I don't know. I don't consider myself saved. I don't. And I don't, I can't blame them. I can't blame them. I'm not salvation material, but I still don't want to work for the enemy, not willingly, right? So maybe these folks that I've met in churches are saved. I don't know. They're blind as a bat, and they want to remain that way. I don't know if blind as a bat is a good analogy, because bats, maybe they can't see, but they sure whip in and out. So yeah, I just wanted to check in, man. I will try to, once a week at least upload me rambling while I try to put together something that I could present to my family and others' families that might help them see. Might help them realize that, it's a biblical world, man, and we are in the end days. And I think there's a little fox running around out there. There is. I got all kinds of critters out here. It's pretty cool. And it is a little fox. It's so dark I couldn't flip the camera so you could see him. Yep, that's a little fox. Pretty little things. All right, guys, man, I pray all's well with you, and I'll just keep checking in and let me know how are things. So, right on, man. Love you all.